Hi. Okay, it's already working. So welcome guys. This will be a video tutorial for making the activity on session 5. Yeah. So to begin with this session, let's enter to Blackboard. Mhm. Now, if you enter to this site, or if you're prompted this site, just click over here, miscursos.tech, and that will be the page. Now, I was already signed in, but you already know, you just need to sign in with your information. So once that's covered, let's just enter to our courses. And then we need to go to learning units, and then unit 2, image and design, and then enter to session 5, Photoshop interface. Over here you will find all the information for this activity. These are the instructions, and the final result will be something like this. I will no longer draw this tutorial from here because I already know the instructions, but you can consult all the information over here. For example, the size, how you need to upload it, or how you need to save it, etc. Okay, but the case is that over here we have the information. Now we have to open Photoshop over here. Now I already have open Photoshop. The thing that I need to do is to open a new file and put the parameters. And the parameters are 1280, 720, and 72 ppi. So there, this is open. For zooming out, let's just click over here in the zooming tool, and then click Alt, and give another click, and that will help me to zoom out, or to make the zoom in, I just need to take out the Alt, and click again to make the zoom in. Okay? So more or less that's how it works. Okay. Now, what we need to do is to open our resources. So let's go over here, Stunning Resources, and over here we will have different images that we can open. And I really don't need to save them because I can just make a left click to make a copiar imagen, copy image, and go to Photoshop, and if I make a copy paste, I will have this window. I click OK, and there I will have my image. Now I will need to zoom a little bit more. I need to zoom out a little bit more so I can make my modifications. Then I enter to image, and I enter to I enter to edit and go to transform, scale. Okay. Then I need to click shift so I can make scaling without distorting the image. If I do not click shift, what will happen is something like this. Okay, so I need to click shift so I can keep my proportions. So there I have my girl. I click enter to get out of that edition window. Let's say it like that. And the next thing that I need to do is to crop my girl. Now remember that in class I already showed you that you can use eraser tools, so you can erase the information like this. If you don't like the blurring effect or the smooth transition, you can make it like this. Also, you can click the magic eraser. No, it's not the magic eraser, it's the background eraser. Put the tolerance more or less on 30, and you need to click on the different colors you want to eliminate. Okay, so this will help you also to eliminate. If you don't want to take out a lot of time, you can also make a cropping or you can make a selection. Once you make a selection, you can just erase it by clicking Supreme, and there you have it. The other thing that you can do is using these tools. By making a sustained click, you can have access to lasso tool, polygonal lasso tool, magnetic lasso tool. Okay? So in this case, I will suggest, well, remember, lasso tool will work as a brush, so you can also select like that. Remember, if you want to get out of this selection and you don't want to see anymore this thingies, you can just click Command D or Control D. That will give the instruction for deselect. The polygonal lasso will help you to make a more controlled selection. Remember that you have a lot of liberty because you have a pivot point and you can select any angle you want to make your selection. Okay, this will take you time, but will give you a lot of control. Control D again. Remember, if you're making a selection and you make the mistake of clicking 2 times very quick, it will close from the beginning to the end, and it will no longer ask for parameters. So let's make an amplification of that. There. Okay. What else can we do? We can select by color. So Control E. We can go here to select color range and search for a specific color. So for example, let's ask for green, and it will no, color range. Let's select a specific color. So for example, this green, this light green for the from the trees. I just put a sample color. Okay. It's telling me that there are very few pixels that match that exact same color, so it will not affect a lot of the image. So let's make another selection. Yeah, again, over here and over here. Let's see. Also over here you will have like a representation of what you're selecting. The areas that are being selected are the ones that appear very light or white. Okay? Again, it's giving me that instruction, so let's see what happens. Color range. If I select this one, okay, no pixels were selected. Okay, this will give me a hard time, so color range again. I will give it a flat, then okay, there. So this is what happens if you select by color range. If you notice, my threshold was so high that my selection matched the color of the skin. So I also eliminated the skin, and I don't want that. So over here, the best option will be to go over here and select magnet laser and just make a sustained click and go like very carefully on the perimeter of my character, so it can identify what I want to keep. Okay, if you notice over there, I already took off part of the arm, but it's okay, don't worry. And then you go over here, you close it. If it appears a small circle on the side of my tool, it means that I am closing it. So yes, I closed. And there it is. Now, to refine a little bit, what I can do is just pick over here. No, it's better if I select my laser tool and I put this option, I think, subtract from selection. So I can control if I want to keep this information. Okay, and my arm, it's over here a little bit more of the arm. Okay, and because I'm a little bit lazy, I will just, yeah, I already done that. Now let's move on. Let's just take out this. Probably now I will pick my eraser and I will make it a little bit smaller, and I will take out some of the information. Control D to make it select, and now I'm erasing, and that's fine. Now let's pick, let's see if this works. Background eraser. Let's make it a lot smaller. Smaller. No, that's small. Yeah, like that. Okay. And there. More or less. Yeah. Remember, guys, this is because I'm really lazy, and the better option over here is to select the polygonal laser tool and do it by hand, making zoom, blah blah blah. But this will also work fine for this case. Okay, so we already have our girl cropped. Now we need to put our background. The background, you will find it over here, and again, left click, go over here, Command B, OK, and then you want to go like zooming out, and then you enter to edit, transform, scale. You can make it like the size you want, probably like that, yeah. And while we're here, also enter to edit, transform, and flip horizontal, okay? So there it is, click enter, and to make it a background, we just need to drag it to the background, okay? So we're almost done. Over here we've got our girl, we can move it a little bit. What else? Crop the image, background, blah blah blah, choose the size, image model, add text. Okay, so let's remember what we need to do over here. Study abroad. Study abroad is sign up now. Okay, so let's add that. Let's go over here to shapes, click the ellipse, click that, give the color, maybe something lighter. Oh, that's fine. Okay. We can select the shape. We can just tweak the size. If you want to tweak the size, you can also select the shape and get to edit, transform path, scale. Okay. So you can tweak it. Let's keep it like that. What else? Mm-hmm. No, it's over here. Okay. Well, this could be really simple or really difficult. So maybe what we can do is just add a new layer. Ah, yeah. Okay, so maybe we can add a new layer, and that layer we can just click over here, and then click over here, and then click over here, and because we are on the other layer, we just paint it all white. Now let's enter to image. No, again, it's on edit, transform, scale, click shift. You'll have something about the size. Yep, probably. Now you click Alt just to give a little more proportion, and then you go to your selection tool let's duplicate this. You can duplicate it like this, and let's just put that last time invisible. And this one, let's tweak it again. So let's go to image, transform, scale. Okay. You click Alt to make it a little bit smaller like this, and a little bit smaller like this. Now, I'm doing this because I will use the white as a reference, so I can use my selection tool. Now I have this selection tool. I will click Inverse, okay, and I no longer need this layer, okay. I will activate the other layer, and because I already have my selection, I just need to put my other layer, click Supreme, and over here I already have my frame. Now let's add the text. This is just one way to do it, guys. Really, you have many options to do this. Sign up now. Okay, so to add text, let's go over here. Sign up now. Okay, image, it's edit, transform, scale. Okay, was. There it is, sign up now. And what else? It was a study abroad, right? I think. Abroad. Okay, an exclamation mark. We can do that, or maybe we can just duplicate the text so we have exactly the same size. With this tool, we can select the layer. Okay, and if we click 2 times over the T on this part of the layer, it will give us access to change the text. So it was study abroad. Yeah, something like that. And now we just need to add some small squares. How much squares? 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 squares. So I can make one small square. By clicking Shift, it will keep its size. Let's just click Alt, and by clicking Alt in the figure, I can just drag it, and it will make a duplication of that image. So it's easier for me to keep track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I don't need it to be exactly the same as the presentation, so I will keep it just with 7 instead of 8. Now, as you can see over here, you have like a lot of rectangles. You can just click on the first one, and by clicking Shift and then clicking the last one, you will select all of them. Then you can go to layer and merge shapes. So all of those shapes will be just in one layer. Now I can just duplicate that by clicking Alt and just taking it to the top. Now I just need to arrange them. I can select each of them with Control, and then with my arrows, I can just move it, and that's it. So with this, we're over. Now we just need to save it. The first instruction is save the file as an editing PSD. So for doing that, just enter to File, click Save As, then go to Photoshop, and maybe it's a good idea to save it on the desktop, okay? And the name that the instruction gives us is exercise. Okay, let's just copy what we have over here. So we can just copy it because I want to be a little bit lazy. I put my ID over here, okay? And that's it. Exercise 01 and the ID. Ready. Maximize compatibility, okay? That's it. Now we need to also save it as a .png. File, save as .png. Same name, yes, just .png. Again, save it. My suggestion will be to call for the smallest and slow. That's fine. And what else? Save the files in a folder and compress it. Name the compressed folder as blah blah blah. Okay. So now I can go to my desktop. Yes. And I can compress them. Let's see. Okay. Comprimir. Okay. So there is my compressed file, I think. Yeah, there it is. So I can erase this and I can name it the way I want. So from Mac I can just click 2 times and I can exercise blah blah blah, but it will be a zip and my ID. Ready. Okay, and for to end with this tutorial, what you need to do is to, at least in my class, to enter to Facebook, find the link where you need to save your zip and upload your zip.